using now what I'm saying, like it's too low. Like we have to be doing this.
Okay, is it okay now?
Yes, much better.
Okay, yeah, it's broken. Welcome back to MaksTV.
Word up.
How's it, boys? How's it goes? How's it, mates? How's it, yeah? How you doing, fam? Let's get into it. This is Mofya.
Mofya, Kabemba.
Yeah, I'm sure you saw a small clip of him earlier. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's one of my best mates, bro. One of my best mates. We're literally
second grade.
from second grade, bro.
Yeah.
You know, keep people for a long time, and then you eventually get to know who they really are. That way you don't have to stress. I don't have to stress about a lot of things. Bro, just no, we just start talking a lot, man. I know you and me, man. Anyway, yeah, this is Mofya. I'm sure I'll put his handle somewhere here, because some of you, I'm sure, you're just seeing him. I don't want to careful. Oh, there's an army behind.
There's a madam. What?
This is your coming out video. Yeah, there's a madam. Okay. There's a madam, yeah. There's a madam, and even I am intimidated by her. So I'm joking when I said that you can behave yourself.
Oh my god.
You don't type this letter. Don't type this name in your search bar. Okay. Before I go further, fantasy. I've got a fantasy league up and running. Yeah, I have to advertise that. So this fantasy league there's no fee to join it, and the winner gets a free jersey of whatever team you support, and that jersey is for a team that this season kids only. If it's Barcelona, Chelsea. In fact, let's make it interesting. Yeah, 2021 season. In fact, let's make it interesting. Only Premier League teams. Yeah. But again, don't be stupid and come ask for a Sheffield kit if you win. Where are we going to find Sheffield, man?
I'm feeling someone can ask for a Leeds kit.
Leeds, I know Leeds. I think we'll have Leeds. Yeah. So the winner gets a free kit. It can be a guy, girl, anyone, whoever you are. Just take part. Let's just have fun. Make sure that when you join the league, you have my contacts close by. So when you win, I can hit you up and we can organize that. And there might be awards in between, for some specific game weeks. Just to make it fun, and the MaksTV fan base needs to be treated well, bro. Because I love you guys. That's why we're having serious conversations today about.
That's a weird hat.
Who's at mine? Yeah. Anyway, so I was supposed to talk about what MaksTV is about, but then I'll just give you a small thing. So MaksTV is basically about entertainment. I love entertainment. I love being entertained. I love sharing things that entertain me, whether it's movies, series. So music, anything, entertainment. Then again, also just raising awareness about different things out there to do with mental health, or just sensitive topics that no one likes talking about, the topics that most people avoiding. I think the other thing that most people don't understand is females. For me, I'm very attached to females, not feminist type of way, but then I feel there are some things involving females that we need to make normal in the world, because ever since I started understanding females, from my own view, it's been better, because I've learned a lot from females. It's also helped me apply a lot of things in my relation. So just raising the respect that females need and deserve, and people should see them as humans and not as females. Just like him, I see him as a human before I see him as a friend. That way, even when he upsets me, I can't do something that would harm a human being. Exactly, bro. So that's what MaksTV is best. Today we're going to be talking about insecurities, bro.
Right.
Insecurities. Anyway, so yeah, let's get into it, bro. So what's an insecurity, man? What is an insecurity?
Okay, firstly, when you told me about this thing, I said let me go freestyle, and now it's building up a bit. Yeah. But we can start with what is security.
Yeah.
So if we just quickly. So security is freedom from or resilience against potential harm caused by others. Freedom. Yeah. So basically, from what I've understood, security is a form of freedom you have to avoid getting harmed by people. So probably when you put insecurity there, that's the opposite of security. So that's potential harm from people. Yeah, I guess that's where we can start from. that's how an insecurity can probably be defined. Yeah,
that's deep. Which is similar to like what I was thinking. Like for me, like I was thinking, like insecurity for me. Whenever I'm insecure, it's like I'm not feeling safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't feel safe.
Yeah,
And
and
then,
like my personal comfort zone is gone, and I feel safe and like exposed.
yeah, to like so many things.
Exactly.
And,
Do you have any insecurities though that you would like to share? Or had insecurities you've had like in the past, like that you've had?
Maybe the way I looked at some point.
Yeah.
There was a time when I was really insecure about the way I looked, especially like in the 11th grade and the 12th grade. Yeah, my height. Yeah,
But you know the funny thing, yeah. Even though like you felt insecure about how you looked,
yeah,
girls liked you.
yeah.
Like girls still liked you.
that was
Like
weird.
you're a guy like who like
Yeah,
girls liked and. Like,
but then it was still an issue because in my mind there were people that were still like much handsome and much attractive, you know.
I
to
mean,
me. So I thought I was always like there
yeah.
and there. So there would even be certain girls that I wouldn't even want to approach.
Because
I already know that league.
Oh, I hear what you
Nope.
mean. Do you think like it was so do you think insecurity is like a mind thing? Like it's like
Yeah.
that's the only like that's like one of the biggest insecurities.
Yeah,
to,
what
like,
have you-
like, bro, me, it's mad. I think I said this like growing up, I never knew I was fat or dark skinned.
And like I can honestly say this, like for real, like Magumbo was such an open person.
I never knew,
Yeah.
I never knew till like 7th grade, 8th grade.
Swimming 15, maybe.
No, even I used to swim. People would call me Big Max and to be
Oh,
fine,
yeah,
and I would
to be
check
fine, yeah.
I'd check my man boobs, man. I
Yeah,
would check my man boobs. Then from nowhere, I'm there, and everyone's like, "You're dark,
Yeah.
you're fat."
Yeah.
What is this? You know, growing up, like we grew up in a safe environment.
Yeah,
you know?
it was very safe.
The only
It was
thing
very
you'd ever
safe.
feel insecure about are maybe your toys or such things, and those are normal
Yeah.
things. But then now, appearance-wise, I was like, "What? I'm dark. I'm fat."
Yeah.
Like yo. Then going into secondary, like grade 8, it killed my confidence because I remember like I was grade when I was like in Pelembe. There was a girl who liked me. Then like because I found out I was dark and fat, man. I was like, and that wasn't the standard of
Yeah.
appearance that everyone wanted. Like she really liked me, but then I was like, yo, start dating that maybe you can be dying at her. Don't look at your guy or something. Like, bro, what would have happened, you know? Like, because I was a nice girl, bro. She was a grade 9.
It's
I've told you that, you've just forgotten.
Another insecurity I had was also okay, in Pelembe was a very hostile environment.
Yeah.
So like there were certain people who came from very financial homes and were very financially stable.
Yeah.
So seeing the things they had and the sort of shoes they would come with or the clothes or that was a very, very, awkward situation. Like that made me very insecure. Like there were times when even a school shoe, like those round butter shoes.
Those round butter shoes.
Like,
I know what you mean.
Like then there were those like 4 corners.
Yeah.
Those that were like what 400 or
400,
300
yeah,
at
back
the
in
time.
the day,
Yeah, like everyone had those and they were like all trending. And then I also wanted them, but I had like those round ones and those like
Exactly.
remain like in grade 8 and grade 9.
Exactly. I know what you mean.
I was also insecure about my
I know what you
finance. So basically, in my opinion, insecurities occur or happen when you let people dictate your life.
When you let people dictate your life.
Yeah, when you let people dictate
Exactly.
how you're supposed to live, how you're supposed to look.
Mm-hmm.
You're too dark.
You're too dark. Exactly.
Those are dictations.
Exactly. I feel like one.
You don't have enough money. Those are dictations.
Exactly.
And that ponders
Gets
on
to
your
you.
mind.
Because like I think it's like there's this we tend to believe there's a set standard or a set range.
Yeah, there's a
in which
standard.
everything should fall within. And when you don't fall within this range, like people even get insecure that they have too much money sometimes.
Yeah.
People get insecure that they don't have enough money. So it's just that specific range that the world deems normal.
Yeah. One thing we usually think is life is objective. Like, besides Christianity, which is an objective standard for me, everything else is subjective. The way Makumba thinks is subjective. The way I think is subjective. But then insecurities also come as a result of false objectives that we've created. To be nice, you're supposed to look this way.
Exactly.
That's an objective.
Exactly.
And if you fall short of that, you get insecure. Oh yeah. So we were talking about how
you handled the insecurities.
how I handled insecurity. Yeah. When I feel like I reached optimum level handling insecurities this year. Yeah, and the way I used to do it was I just started to keep my attention inside my mind. I started focusing more on myself and what I'm supposed to achieve than the outside and what people think is supposed to be achieved, you know. Like for example, if you see, let's say, the branch and making, I don't know if it's 10,000 kwacha, 20,000 kwacha per day, per week, whatever.
Yeah.
If you think that is the objective and like the goal, you'd want to rush and race at that pace. And if you want, you get insecure. I don't have enough money. If I don't have enough money, people won't like me.
Exactly.
I won't be that famous anymore. So yeah, so for me, that's mainly what I do. Yeah, just keep the attention inside. What am I focusing on? What am I doing? And all that.
And it's actually cool you mentioned that, because you know these days, like, there are a lot of, like, in Zambia, entrepreneurship and innovation is just like,
it's booming.
It's advertised, you know. And if you, for example, if you're trying to like pursue such things and you don't understand that everyone's path is different, you can really like end up doing a lot of harm to yourself, because though you said like you can find, you know, people like Branch and make a lot of money, then that's his path. He's reached his moment. Everyone has a season and he's maximizing his season. Then people like, for example, maybe me, like I have to like start small. Maybe he also obviously started small, but he started earlier and he's reached his season where he's taking advantage. So I have to understand that I have to start like working at this moment and moving. So I think people forget that there's a process.
Yeah, there's a process, and that's the thing. Everyone wants everything happening like so fast and microwave. Like microwave speed.
Exactly.
And then that's one of the reasons why insecurity is even like at its highest right now.
Exactly.
You know, like you want to go for holidays, you want to do all these things. They're not bad, but you want to do them at such a fast pace. Maybe because you saw someone on Instagram do it. To the point where you just get so frustrated. Like, calm down, you're just 22.
You're 22. It's 21. Life. And the thing is, sometimes we don't understand what those people did to be in that situation. Some people having sleepless nights, they are working. Some people. Yeah, and that's why I tell people, like, understand. I'm always telling people, like my young brothers, I'm always telling them, understand more than you're seeing. When you see a photo and a video, people are just showing you a small moment. You don't know what happened before, what happened after. There was maybe a lot of hard work before, and you're trying to get anxious about that small moment. That small moment you've seen, bro. Like, for example, we always say we'll go on holiday one year. Every year we say that, you know, and every year goes by, but we don't give up.
We don't give up
because we know one day
we don't stress ourselves about it.
You don't see us get insecure, like, these guys are going on holidays.
What of us?
What of us? It starts to stay in your mind. And
another thing about how I handled my insecurities was I accepted the things that I couldn't change.
Exactly.
About myself.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Accepting the things you couldn't. And you know, the saddest thing is, like, if there was going to be a universal standard, God would have made all of us the same.
Yeah. You see? That's
like,
work, man. Yeah.
If there was going to be a universal standard, God would have made all of us the same, but He didn't. You know, and I always say, if everything's the same, life would be boring, man. Like, you know, imagine we used to think the same, say that this is
misunderstandings and creativity and all that wouldn't have existed.
Nothing, bro. Like, so like you have to accept the things about yourself that you can change. Like the things you can change about yourself. If it's what makes you happy at the end of the day, and
you know, even
instead of coming to be sad and crying, change it, man. If you to make you happy, change. If you want to bleach, go bleach.
And
lose weight.
And even point blank, the Bible says it. The Bible says it clearly when they're like, don't conform to the patterns of this world. I know whenever we hear that, we think of things like, you know, maybe the immoral things that go on. But it's such a diverse sentence. Like when it says don't conform, it's talking about the same objective standard that people have made. You know, for example, if trying to get a car is trending, everyone wants to get a car. If you want an iPhone, everyone wants an iPhone. I see that sentence as talking about those things. Like, don't conform to such, you know.
Exactly.
That's what causes so much insecurity. Another way you can kill insecurity, I said this in a talk show that time we had a talk show, is just being in the now.
Exactly.
You know, just enjoying. I'll keep on talking about this until maybe someone finally gets what I'm trying to say. But you're being in the now. like being in this situation where Makumba and I are talking and making this vlog, when you remind yourself of the present time, insecurity just begin to fade. Like obviously Makumba and I would want to have powerful cameras and you know a cool laptop for all these videos, but like we just want to make a vlog and talk about all this. So like the present is just what's nice.
What's nice
right now. Just come back to present time. You know.
Exactly.
That also reduces the need to want to speed up and all that. Time will come. Time will come.
Honestly, it's like we're human, and one of the, for me, I would say one of the most amazing things about being human is we're not perfect.
Yeah, actually, for me, one thing I was then telling the twins the other day.
Yeah.
Except from Christianity and Jesus, I honestly don't see a reason to use the word perfect.
Exactly.
Like besides Christianity and how Jesus spent his entire life, I cannot think of another time I can use the word perfect, because that word almost really doesn't exist. And we have convinced ourselves that there is a level of perfection that we're supposed to achieve one day.
Exactly.
To a point where we spend our whole lives trying to aim for something that isn't really there. And that's the interesting part. Well, that's how we are supposed to live, you know, as though we can reach perfection, but it shouldn't blind us from things happening in the moment and in the now and all that. Like we have to embrace every mistake, every setback,
that's mad,
and bounce back from it. So now, and then at the top up. So since we've talked about our recent insecurities, I mean our past insecurities, how did what we have told them now fix our insecurities?
I don't think the insecurities went immediately.
Yeah,
it was like a process. Still, eventually you reach a point where you're like, yo, Mofya, you know, I've stopped getting in touch when this happens. You know, like, oh, I've just realized this.
Really
like, I've just realized this. Like, I guess like working on insecurity is not an instant thing.
No, it's not an instant thing.
Like, it's a process, especially like accepting where you are, where you stand, living in the now, like those things. Like, it's things that, as I was growing up, I just learned to do them. Yeah,
because one of the biggest mistakes you'd try to tell yourself is the best way to get rid of an insecurity is to stop thinking about it.
Exactly.
That's the best way, because if you say, okay, no, let me start thinking about my skin,
that's impossible.
That's impossible, you know.
Exactly.
Like that's one of the worst ways to actually handle insecurities.
Oh, and another thing that helped me with my insecurities, like how, like applying this and accepting like who I am and like living the now, is when I was in 8th grade. Actually, after I left in Pelembe, and I was like, yo, I was feeling dark and fat, man. Actually, I even lost weight, man, because of being dark, yo. So now I became dark and skinny. That's the thing about the world, you know.
Yeah, that was also a problem.
That was a problem. I was now dark and skinny, man. So then I started feeling more insecure now. Like, it was better being chubby and being dark and skinny now. Like, I was just stuck in the middle. Till a grade 12 girl, like one of the freshest girls in school, man, came to class and told me I'm handsome. Bro, she said that, you know, like
say the name, say the name.
So by now she's working, maybe she's getting married. She can't even remember this, man. Like, yeah. Anyway, her name starts with N. N, yeah.
Oh, I know.
Like, yo, she said I was attractive, man. Like, so I'm a very nice guy. Like, bro, you know, me being told that by her made me realize that thing they said, there's always someone out there for you. I mean, I would never get with this girl or like how things are, but the fact that she told me this made me just realize that at the end of the day, everyone's got an opinion, and I have to choose what I want to hear, what I'm going to feed my brain. So like from then, I just had to build my ego in a positive way and say, bro, whatever I put my mind to, whichever girl I put my mind to, eventually, if I really like her, I can get her. Like, I'm dark, I'm skinny, or I'm fat, or I'm chubby, but at the end of the day, I'm human. She's human, and human beings have to interact, man. Alright, so like in point form, like sentence form, if you had to summarize how you handled like your insecurities, how would you like
create your own standards? Like create this basically create your own standards. Don't go and look for standards and follow people's standards. Create your own standards for yourself.
You've performed. You've just said everything I was going to say in one line. But yeah, like you've said it, yeah, create your own standards. And I think just understand at the end of the day that, you know, the life you're living belongs to you. Like, don't live other people's lives for yourself. Like, other people, like, I shouldn't live Mofya's life in my life, you know. I shouldn't live this guy's life in my life. Otherwise, at the end of the day, you're giving away your time. Yeah. You know, just live your life as Mofya, live your life as Makumba, live your life as Jane, live your life as Pandit.
Yeah. So the best prayer that can tackle insecurity for me, with Grace and I.
Yeah.
We do is we pray about this every day. What?
Nothing, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So like we always say this prayer like every day, and I think this is the best way to like tackle insecurity. So it says, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I think that's the best prayer for insecurities.
Yeah, I think I'll just have to put it up on the screen.
Yeah.
That's deep, man.
It's the best prayer for insecurities.
Yes.
Accept the things you can't change, the courage to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. But anyway, so thanks for like listening. We hope what we spoke about has provoked your mind and to think about a lot or helped you one way or another.
Yeah.
Yeah, just we hope so. Anyway, so you guys should like. That's my favorite part. Because it just makes me feel like I've made it in life, you know.
Say them.
Like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell button.
Jump. Continue.
Hit the bell. I'll get there. Hit the bell button and share.
Yes,
Share with people. Yeah.
Share.
Yeah. It's been me, Makumba Katete, also known as Max Skyflex.
It's been Mofya Kabemba, also known as Mofya. That's all. Or Mofya 10 and viral.
Yeah. Or Spielberg.
Or Cine.
Or Puffy. Or Edson.
More.